really fascinating, very short passage we're going to look at Mustard Seed this coming Sunday. It's Matthew chapter 10 verses 40 to 42. Just those few verses, Matthew chapter 10 verses 40 to 42. And they're all about our connections with one another and what that means, and some kind of notion of reward and what that means. So Jesus basically says, if anyone receives one of his followers or disciples, they are effectively receiving him, and if anyone receives him, then they are effectively receiving the Father. So it's an interesting idea, isn't it? But touches on something which I think we all know to be intuitively to be true, and that is that when we associate with people, we become associated with those people. Some people are very deliberate about this and highly aware of it, which means that they make choices to associate with certain people for particular reasons. Those people are often quite good at politics. It's not a bad thing, it's just a thing. But whether you're good at doing that or you do it just unconsciously, you will do it. You'll have very, very highly tuned capacity to kind of read the social temperature and what's acceptable and unacceptable, and as a consequence you'll make choices to be associated with certain people, and you'll avoid associating with certain other people. And there's good reason for that, of course, because when we make a decision to associate with someone, often it is because of who they are, and sometimes it's because of who we are. And we're going to talk about those sorts of issues and tease out some of those questions this coming Sunday at Mustard Seed. And then there's the whole thing about reward as well, and often construed as something that you will receive in the afterlife, or if you're a Pentecostal, then maybe you'll receive it much sooner. Some people go for the pie in the sky when you die, others the steak on your plate while you wait. Either way, I think we might have misunderstood that one, because I actually think the reward is coterminous with the act. So when you give your cup of water to the least, the reward is right there as you do it. It doesn't come afterwards, it's not separate to it, it's not another thing entirely, it's actually in the act. And we're going to think about that and work out, how does that equal a reward? So, come along, Mustard Seed. We've had our annual meeting on Sunday, elected some elders, got some reports, looked at a budget. There's challenging days ahead for the world, I think, and Mustard Seed's going to feel those challenges as well. But we've got such a good group of people doing fantastic things. I was so encouraged by everything from the op shop, hats for the homeless, just the events that we hold in the community that uphold hope and a story that's worth living into. So come on, live into it with us. You won't be sorry. God bless. We'll see you soon.